Maya, did fatigue set in for you guys there late in the game in the fourth quarter?
Um, it was definitely hot out there, but every time we substitute D lineman, I felt like we were getting a good push, a good move on the line. But they did some things schematically that they haven't done all year, so I think that really affected us.
What were some of the changes that they made second half?
They always ran their counter into the boundary, but then they started running some G lead, one gap, one pulling schemes into the boundary. They really haven't done that a lot this year. Usually it's like counter in the boundary, but then they switched it up. They ran G league into the boundary, and that's something we haven't really seen since like week 1 or 2 that we thought they threw out of the package.
Thank you.
Andrew Jones, then Ross.
Hey, Jeremiah, you guys had 5 3 and outs. Take away the fourth quarter of what they did. Do you think you guys actually made some progress tonight and showed glimpses of what this defense is going to look like moving forward?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I mean, there's still young guys making plays out there. I see Kamen Rucker out there when we're in our odd front, sticking the tackle, moving, shaking down the line, and making an athletic tackle. I see JQ out there covering guys, making tackles in space. So I mean, I thought we played really good. I thought the young guys played really good, and I think that shows something that we can look forward to next season.
Did you get a gauge on how Eugene played?
Oh, Eugene played great. Every time I sent something back or spilled something, he was always right behind me to sit there and make the play. If there was a blitz and I had to blitz the B gap and he had to scrape off and make the C gap, he made the play. He was on his P's and Q's. He studied, he prepared well, and that showed in the game.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Ross, then CL.
This kind of builds on Andrew's question, but Jeremiah, I mean, what else did you see from the defense and some young guys that really excites you for the potential of this group next year?
Some things that I haven't seen really all year is some guys making some checks out of a certain formation that we've been talking about during the week. Sometimes the young guys are kind of timid, like to make the call because they're not sure if it's right. But I mean, we had 2 weeks to prepare, so JQ was out there yelling some of our calls and certain coverages that we had to get in, and some of the young guys got in there when they went into their empty package, and we needed a games in the front or a twist in the middle. The young guys were up there yelling the twist before I even said anything. So that's something that I haven't seen all year, but I got to see it in this game.
CL Brown.
Jeremiah, what to you was the difference once Spiller went out of the game and A&M went primarily with I'm not gonna say his name right, but number 6.
Number 6, yeah. They went to the I formation a good, and actually that's when they went to the G League play. I don't know if it was built in for number 6 because I know number 6 played running back earlier in the season, and they ran the G League with him. But when 28 came out. I saw number 6 leading the backfield a lot more, and we saw the power eye that we really haven't seen all year. Also, besides goal line.
And after a game like this, how close do you think you guys are to having that real breakthrough of being a top 10 team?
I mean, I think we're really close. I mean, they're a number 5 team who a lot of people thought should have been in the playoffs, and we had them tied up with like 6 minutes left, and they busted one for a long touchdown. You take that out, no telling it could have been different for us. But I've seen a lot of good things out there. I mean, I see young guys making plays. I see young guys making checks, and most of the time freshmen are timid out there to make calls, or in a big game like this, sometimes they're scared to make a play. And there was no slow motion. They were quick to react, and they made a lot of plays and made a lot of checks. And that's just something I haven't seen all year. And it's something I'm actually proud of because, I mean, they prepared so well over these 2 weeks.